Hey, this is Nellie's Farm. Good morning. It is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. It is a pretty morning here, but we had a lot of flooding last night. And despite the massive flooding and the rain amounts, the weirdest thing is, do you remember the frog pond that my son's working on? We relocated tadpoles from mud puddles that were drying out. We hear so many frogs around here now because of it. And the swimming pool has a bunch of tadpoles too. And so he dug this out. This was kind of I'm not going to say a natural little pond, but it was an indentation there when we moved here almost 10 years ago. And water just naturally sat there, so things would gravitate towards it, you know. The dogs would drink out of it, birds would drink out of it and such. So we made it deeper to accommodate the tadpoles that we've been finding in puddles and in the pool, guys. I was even putting chemicals in there one day, and that's when I realized, I was like, what is that? And of course I stopped putting the chemicals in when I saw all the tadpoles. We've been trying to get them out. They lived, by the way, and put them in here. But last night with the flooding, talk about weird. Wouldn't you think with all that rain, inches of rain, that would be full and overflowing? So it's going underneath that plastic or something. It's more empty today, and the frogs and toads are still laying eggs. Because look, check these out, guys. I think my son did another video he's going to upload about these. Look at these tadpole eggs. Now you can see the eggs themselves, and see there's a few tadpoles swimming around. Look how many, and there's a few laying there in the plastic that are okay. Might have lost some because, you know, with all that rain, I just would have expected this to be very full. You can see a few little babies swimming around. Well, the swimming pool has tons too. See the frog eggs? Is that not cool or what? And toad. Now, the last time we rescued the last batch, like in spring, they end up being many varieties of toads, frogs. I just love this kind of stuff, guys. The reason I'm doing my video, though, is not because of that. So, this morning, I was walking to the chicken coop, and I always feel like somebody is looking at me out this window. Now, another son used to stay in there. That's my other son's trailer, but another son, that was his room at one time. And he moved out like 4 years ago. So ever since, I have felt someone, like when I'm over here, you know, I'm taking the chickens their food, which a few of them are out now. The babies are in there pecking. And this Blanco rooster, hey buddy, looking over the girls. But I always feel somebody looking at me. Now, my son's cats look out that window, but today I felt someone looking again, and I did see one of the kitties, Sissy Kitty, but I also saw a tall grayish white figure, and it moved to the left out of my view, and the cat even acknowledged it and turned her head. So it wasn't my imagination, okay? The cat saw it too. And I can't believe that it took this long for me to actually see it. It's been going on years. And that is an older trailer, as you can see. My son lives there. So yeah, it finally happened. And anyway, I wanted to show you this. Now this county, St. Clair County, Alabama, was actually made before the state of Alabama. It's the oldest county, and just celebrated, what, 250 years or something. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not quite awake yet. I need more coffee. Anyway, 225 years, maybe, anniversary. Anyway, there's so much cool history here, guys. But I found this in my garden in the front of the house. And I have also found square nails, which square nails go back way before the Civil War and even the 1700s. And I couldn't find the nail to show you guys. It's around here somewhere. But look at that. Look at that craftsmanship. And I don't know what this is for. And I was wondering if anybody could tell me what kind of a buckle this is for. Now, I have found plenty of bricks in the front. While I was gardening, there's pieces of bricks. They're old bricks. I do believe there was some kind of farm here. Because the old stuff that I find, I have a metal detector I haven't used yet. I'm always so busy or tired. So what do you think about this? What is this? Could this be like child's belt buckle? Could this be, maybe this is on a dog collar. A dog collar buckle. It's so old though. So I don't know. Look at the craftsmanship. But anyway, there is an archive building. Say good morning, Dupes. Whoopie doopie. Good morning. He's not out here all the time on that leash, by the way. He's just out to potty. He's my main guard dog. When he was just a tiny puppy, he literally scared the neighbors' aggressive pit bulls away. But anyway, he takes his job serious. He's like 8 years old or something now. But anyway, there's an archive building here with all those histories. The courthouse downtown did burn like over 100 years ago, but they were able to rescue all the records. There's so many intact records from the 1700s and 1800s. It's crazy here. Like, a lot of times, you know, that information's lost, but they have it here. And I need to go downtown to the archive building and ask about this address, guys. I want to know. My kids, when we first moved here, we've had so many paranormal things happen here, guys. I've always had that stuff happen since I was like in my early 20s and before, but now it's absurd. I don't even remember all the things that have happened here because there's just so many. I could write books, you know. That's how many. I mean, ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoot, Dogman, missing items, demonic activity, you name it. And you know, the mountain is over there. Half this property is a mountain, and I am at the end of the Appalachian mountain chain, don't forget. And there's a lot of granite here. Matter of fact, a young man who lived here, who did the granite inside when they remodeled this, that was how he made his living. He was a granite guy back when that became, you know, pretty popular, but unfortunately he crashed his truck, wrapped it around a tree, a dually with his girlfriend, and died, age 27. And other people, residents here, have died too. And several. So this place has a creepy history even before that. Along the creek back there, which I do have videos of, along the creek, Native Americans used to camp. So and this area wasn't taken over by the colonists, and this was just south of what would have been the Creek Indians' land. And I found out a lot more about that history recently by reading an 1897 account of an elderly person, like 10 pages long, that talked about it, and it was absolutely fascinating. But anyway, if anybody has any info on this, can you tell me what it is? I believe this was a farm. My kids saw what they thought, like I was gonna say this, a the ghost of a farmer when we first moved here, walking right back here. They said he was kind of short, which a lot of the men are here. He had like a farmer's hat on, and he looked at them, and then he faded away, and he had overalls on and looked old-fashioned. And so he looked at them, meaning that that's intelligence right now, you know. Residual hauntings are the ones that you see and they don't acknowledge you at all, which I've had many of those happen. Even a little girl dressed like in the 1800s in Michigan many years ago. I think that was the first ghost I ever saw. And so anyway, I'm going to start a paranormal channel to try to document a lot of these, and I've been kind of weighing this for years. I just haven't had the time, you know, or energy to get around to it, or pain relief. I'm overwhelmed, and so I'll let you guys know when I do that. But I this time I'm going to get on it and get it done, because I want a way to document all these experiences. You guys know I don't have like a fancy channel. Everything's pretty simple. The critter videos my son does, I don't even have the knowledge, you know, to do that. But I do give a lot of good information, so I have life-saving information in a lot of my videos. So please share out. And I'm also doing a fundraiser, because my last one was not really successful for a lawnmower. As you can see, we need one desperately. Now my son has been cutting this with a weed eater. You can see what he's cut. A weed eater. We have acres, a few acres to cut with a weed eater, and he's been doing it. And he's got chronic pain and fatigue too. So, it's always something out here. But anyway, we haven't had a mower since last year. And I don't even care if it's like a used push mower, because that's all we had was a push mower. A Walmart one. It lasted years too, because he kept working on it. I don't care about a riding mower. Like a lot of these people have small yards. I've seen people, you know, tiny yards, they're using a riding mower. It's ridiculous, okay? I just want something. And we are really in need out here, and I know a lot of people are struggling right now, but if you feel generous and you want to help us out towards a mower, I'm going to put the PayPal link in the description. And here's Blanco. Blanco, of course, means white in Spanish. My son's idea to name him. So I'm going to let you guys go. We might be getting some rain. It's starting to get windy. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday and you're having good weather where you are. And thank you for watching. Please let me know about this buckle, guys. Does somebody know what this is or what it was for? Remember, I'm in rural northeast Alabama at the end of the Appalachian mountain chain. Let me know, guys, okay? Thanks for listening if you made it this far. Nellie's Farm signing off. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.